Oh, hi there. Cello. Hey now. Hola. And ba weep grana weep ninny bong. However you want to say it. Welcome to that Kev1 show.
Hello, everybody! Live on location on the set of a film I'm in, Grasshopper. I'm here without a net, no screens except for this wheelie cart that my crew has so diligently set up for me so I can see studio where our musical acts will perform in moments. I hope you're all doing, groovy in these wild times. It's wild in all the streets. It's wild, worldwide, wild, with everything going on. Or maybe people could have said that all the time, but isn't it crazy? It feels like, when you watch those old movies and someone like the 70s, they always have signs like the old Superman movies and all the old movies. The end is near, and you're like, well, God, this movie came out way before I was born. Like, what the hell, But it's like, dude, climate change, which nobody can deny, and so much, the world, the economy, currently at least, when you're listening to this, hopefully not on a CB radio after the apocalypse, And how many apocalypses have we lived through already? How wild is that? You see a movie called Contagion or Pandemic. Well, guess what? We've lived through both. It's wild. You know what I mean? Most of us lived through 9/11. And it's crazy. You can be 21 and drinking and, not be alive during 9/11. Barely, but it's wild and crazy. Anyway, don't mean to go off topic. Or is the world and everything all encompassing the topic, Anyway, I'm sending a hug because I know you need it if you want to admit it or not. A very special episode, like I said, because I'm filming and I didn't want to go a week without doing the show. Come on, guys. So before lunch on set here, I'm going to answer burning questions from my top 2 Patreons on the subject of, I have a note card here, pet peeves. And I mean, everyone's got pet peeves, right? I think I've gone on ad nauseum about road rage and such. Oh my Lord. And I feel like everyone's a tough guy or tough gal or tough them, whatever, tough person being, when they're driving, you know what I mean? It's like so many people have said, if I let you merge, you better give me the wave, or, you know what I mean? That's just funny. Yeah. Anyway. All right, guys. So let's see. What is the first pet peeve from you, from the Kev Nation? Kev Apostles. I don't know. What should I name you guys? Or first time listeners, long time lovers. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. It's probably one of the first shows I've done also, side note, with makeup on. Because nothing's anything wrong with that, but I'm a dude, don't wear makeup. But when you're in a film, so what I'm going to do. So you can kind of feel your face, feel the sheen, feel the coat. Anyway, all right. Eleanor Burst 520 wrote in, speaking on pet peeves, Mother's Day is coming next week. Well, it's tomorrow. Yeah, if you listen to this right now. And I feel triggered with every pop-up ad and overhead announcement at every store and commercials because I have an awful's in all caps and underlined, so I'm guessing she'd say awful mother. That's a bully, abuser, narcissist who never asks for anything but demands everything with a guilt trip. She's this was handwritten by, and I have horrible handwriting, so I can't knock on a crew who wrote this for me, who wrote this out for me. She's a spoiled brat in a privileged boomer shell. She's treats my siblings like her children, but not me. I never get hellos or good mornings, but what? In all caps, question mark, exclamation point. Really loud. She tells siblings, I love you, but doesn't answer back, love you to me. Any advice? Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough personal one. Yeah. Probably everyone believes they have a complicated relationship with their mother. I try not to get too personal. I remember when I moved to LA from Portland, when I moved to LA for acting, it was a long time, maybe years, literally, before it wasn't all the time, mind you, but it was years before I wouldn't hear my mother's voice yelling, Kevin, in the wind, or something like that. What? And so I was like, she can't be here. Not to make her sound like the Terminator or anything, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. But, So no, I hear you. Yeah, and if your mother's like a bully and a narcissist and a terrorist or would-be terrorist, whatever you said, um, yeah, and it might be easier said than done, perhaps, because that's very personal, um, a mother, Yeah, and everyone, it's probably hard, obviously, when everyone's like saying, "Oh, you love your mother. I love my mother. My mother's my best friend." You see red carpet things, and people bring their mother to their events and stuff, and maybe you are barely getting through in any accomplishments you have. It sounds like, and it sounds like you're getting whatever you're striving for in life. Eleanor, if that's your real name, Eleanor 520, but it sounds like whatever you're striving for and succeeding at is in spite of her. You know what I mean? So no, I dig it. I mean, I understand. You know. So she wouldn't be in the crowd when you make your announcement speech. She wouldn't. She might not be in the crowd when you do plays or, I mean, she probably was there when you walked the aisle for high school graduation. I'm guessing, but I mean, yeah, no, mothers can be a real mother. And so yeah, I guess you don't have to. Like I gotta love your mother. I guess you don't have to, but you might not be able to not love your mother in a way. You know what I mean? Like no matter what, that's what makes it so complicated. It's probably why it's such a big pet peeve to you. But focus on your family that is the family you chose, your best friends, your fans, your whatever you have like that. The people that boost you up, the people that support you, even like nameless people that you see just around town, perhaps that hi, they're friendly if you have that kind of experience, or the grocery store regulars when you pass them, or wherever you go, or you pass the same kind of people in your neighborhood or bookstore or whatever, who give the smile, the heads up, that compliment your outfit, or that really well, that compliment your passions, that build you up, and they're, like I said, fans of your whatever you do. Make your own mother, even if it has to be Mother Earth, Yeah. Fun facts about Mother's Day. I know this. It was started by Anna Jarvis. I remember because Jarvis from Marvel. But Mother's Day was started by Anna Jarvis in 1908. It's kind of a unique kind of date, like 1908. Wow, how long ago is that? Not even double digits in the 1900s. 1908, And she herself denounced the commercialization of it, even tried to have it removed from the calendar. Literally. So I can't remember. I don't even know if I looked crazy into it, how she started or why she started, or just, it's let's love your mother to, give them the day or whatever, on average. But yeah, mothers can be a real mother. You're a testament to that. You know it. Probably everyone can know it on occasion, or, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so, and she wanted to denounce the holiday because of commercialization. So I don't know if she just wanted to give some respect, or, she was feeling her mother that day or whatever, but then it got, all commercialized. So isn't that crazy? What, way before life began, so to speak, for a lot of us, obviously. Maybe everyone on Earth now, but isn't that funny how you hear people on Valentine's Day, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, it's just from Hallmark to sell cards, and like Mother's Day, wow, same thing. I don't know if I ever heard anyone say it that way for Mother's Day, but yeah, it's funny that the creator of Mother's Day herself, Anna Jarvis, felt that way. That's funny. I wonder what they were all giving on Mother's Day back then, 1908 or 1912 or whatever the hell. It got really too much for her liking after creating it. Like, were people buying a certain brand of jarred jam or apple pie, or, you know what I mean? Everyone's buying wax candles from this certain wax candle monopoly company, or what, That's wild. But yeah. So, so Eleanor, happy anti-Mother's Day, we'll say this to honor her, the creator of Mother's Day, who wanted it denounced. So there you go. You find your own mother, everybody out there who has a bad one, a bad apple, it could be a sugar mama, it could be a best friend, it could be someone who's just like a mother to you, how a mother should be. Whew. So take that with a grain of salt. Not from your mother's antique salt shaker, but one of your own. Throw it over your shoulder, and hopefully you don't hit sea bass. Yeah. Let's see. Another pet peeve was from James Lee, who wrote, "My pet peeve is spoilers everywhere on social media, way too fast, and we can't stay off social media to avoid spoilers like years ago since we use our phones for almost everything. Are you mad at spoilers too?" Yeah, no, totally. I am. Let's see. Like, I remember when Game of Thrones. Well, I'm gonna take a drink. It's really actually hot here. It is summertime. I was gonna say, oh, the season's a bit warm, but I was really mad when Game of Thrones was new. Spoilers dropped that freaking day. There was All right, so for the next like maybe minute, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, or if you don't care, you know, but I'm gonna say something about what happened. And Game of Thrones has been off for a while now, but so for the next minute, I'll try to say it all within that. Then after that, you know, it won't be the spoiler for this Game of Thrones spoiler that one experienced years ago. All right, ready, guys? Go. All right, Game of Thrones. I was watching it, you know, obviously new toward the end of the seasons, and on Facebook, I just happened to be looking at Facebook, and there was a poster of, you know, like a stop sign type thing with like little stick figure images, and it was of a stick figure shitting, and it said, or a dog shit, and it said something like it was pointing to the shit being Ramsay, and it said like, you know, the dog was shitting, like no shitting allowed, and it was like, but it, you know, it was pointing out that Ramsay got shot out by a dog, and I was like, huh? And this is like the day of the episode where Ramsay gets eaten by his own dogs. You know, Ramsay, who, like, I hope I'm saying the name's right. It's been years. Ramsay, who, you know, made that trusted friend of the family of the Starks into reek and cut off his own dick and fed it to him, you know. He ends up getting attacked by his own dogs and shot out, you know. Or at least ate by his own dogs. Maybe that was just a creative thing where they say he was shot out. But, where he would be, obviously. So, yeah, I remember seeing this, like, what the frick? I'm like, dude, what? And people were like, when someone commented, like, come on, spoilers, you're like, whatever. And it's like, dude, it's like it was the day of. It wasn't even like the weekend. It wasn't even like days later. It wasn't even like a week later. It's like the day of. And it was a creative little post they made, but it's like, dude, that's the day of the thing that's the most popular show on earth at the time. You know. Ridiculous, to quote Seinfeld. Are the Ryans Frost? Anyway. Oh, and another one. Thunderbolts. I want to see Marvel's Thunderbolts. It's still in theaters. It came out recently at the time of this recording, live recording. And I haven't seen Captain America: Brave New World yet, so I want to see that before that, because obviously the characters cross over, and you, quote, should see Marvel movies in order, end quote. I could see those two out of order, obviously. I'm such a comic fan, and I could put all the other, you know, but I mean, I'll see them in order. But, and I'm glad Thunderbolts is getting good reviews. That I hope are true. But, dude, yeah, you know, there's the Thunderbolts with an asterisk, like, oh. And when people say, look for things from spoilers, who's the killer in a movie, I don't. I just want to enjoy the movie. I just watch the movie. Unless it's part of the game of literally trying to find who the murderer is, you know. Like, you know. I'm trying to look for a twist, because then, like, oh, and you'll just see it, you know, initially. So, but Thunderbolts with an asterisk in the title, groovy, you know. But I almost just thought it was because a lot of times in the trailer, I'd try not to think about it even. I just wanted to watch it, enjoy, you know. But a lot of times in the trailer, someone's saying, you know, Red Guardian's like, oh, we're the Thunderbolts, and like, people like, that's a dumb name. That's not our name. No. And so it's almost like, oh, is that why there's an asterisk? Like, I'm not gonna ponder it. Didn't even ponder if it's a twist or anything. But then there's all these social media things of a Sebastian Stan going to their bus stops, I'm guessing in Hollywood, and where there's, you know, ads for Thunderbolts, the asterisk, and then he starts rolling over it, and I'm like, it's obviously there's a change to it. There's obviously an update to the poster, and then I see the hashtag New Rangers, and I'm like, dude, stop! I'm squinting away, looking away, and maybe that's not even the twist. So I'm gonna go in fresh, as fresh as can be. But I'm seeing posts and stuff with a certain name that I won't try to repeat, that I kind of remember there said-ish. But a lot of you guys, I mean, you guys see it. If you guys care about it enough, you've seen it already, and maybe you've seen the movie or seen these spoilers, potential spoilers. I'm trying to squint away, and I'll just enjoy it anyway. Yeah, what the heck? Like, come on, guys. I know Marvel, quote, lost some of its shining, quote, financially, speaking and stuff, and critically. Um, but yeah, fans are gonna go. You don't need to spoil such a huge thing. And guess what? If people are gonna be that excited about that spoiler, then they would be going anyway. Gosh, So that's kind of like, come on, guys. That's effed up. That level of spoiler, you know. Just up the marketing, you know. Creatively, Anyway. But I love Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan. I'm gonna see Thunderbolts, Hopefully I'm not seeing it so late that it's called something else at the same time, just on the cover or the splash page for it when it drops on Disney Plus or whatever. I'll see it in theaters probably. But I mean, like right now I'm on set doing this episode, it's on location. So yeah. Yeah, no, I'm keep looking away for a second director or whoever would like wave me. They're just like, come on, work hard. But I mean, I have a timetable. I know what I'm doing here. And I was like, this is the moment I could be doing this. Things happen quick on a set. If you didn't know, now you know. But we need you now. But I mean, so I got time to do this special episode. But I'm keeping my eye out for a second new director in the green in the distance. But yeah, isn't that just wild? Like, spoilers. It's just, I mean, pretty sure that answers your question. But, trying to think of any other examples of like crazy mad spoilers and stuff. I try to dodge them. In Pumpkin's Attack, award-winning best picture at the Greg Mall Fest, I play a character that famously yells, "No spoilers!" So, yeah. It's kind of funny, like, for example, in Spider-Man, No Way Home, they didn't spoil certain people are in it, because they even, had to be expensive, I imagine, edited them out of scenes where they're swinging in a trailer, and then in the movie, they're, all there, so it's so funny, Thunderbolts would just, it's like, come on, guys. But yeah. Guys, hire me if you want me to creatively get more eyes on stuff without spoilers, because I can come up with ideas in a flash. Sheesh. But yeah. What the frick? Anyway. Next week's guest, look forward to that in episode 53. Let's just say it's an international affair. And speaking of international, this movie Grasshopper, what can I say about it? There's so much maybe you can't say. I don't want to get in trouble. I got to double check some stuff involving the Russo. What can I say? I know I can say the title. That's been duh. Yeah, Grasshopper is a globe-trotting adventurer from Italy to the West Coast and in America. I'm not sure if the town's named, actually, but definitely not a lot of West Coasty stuff. It's filmed on the West Coast. I'll say that part. The scenes that are in America, set in America. But a character that has to find out who someone is. Wow, his mother, actually. Going to the theme of this episode in a way. Whose mother really is. And there's a lot of danger, and yeah. Oof. Yeah, I'm excited about it. You'll be hearing more sooner than next year, but also it drops debuts next year. I don't know. I saw the date. The date or the potential date? I want to say the date. Yeah, don't attack me if it's not this. But it's I want to say yeah, maybe September or November. Anyway, but yeah. It was in October. Because I have another movie. I'll talk about it later. It's coming in October. Here's August. Anyway. Yeah, get excited. Get hyped. Get pumped. And I hope you're pumped. And I hope you have tons of exciting stuff. Again, reach out to me on my Patreon. And subscribe to all you can get to the Patreon hotline where you could send me voice text or call or all that jazz. And get on this Patreon list where your questions will get answered by your boy. Or reach out on my socials. True Kevin Michael Watson on Instagram is my personal one. What is the show on? There's TikTok. Kevin Michael Watson. The end got cut off. We have a show Instagram that promotes debuting episodes. I gotta double check. My crew's not here on my screen in front of me. So I'm guessing it's that Kev1 show on Instagram. I'm guessing it's not the role. Or just means I'm not stuck up, guys. And you know how to spell that Kev1 show. That KEV number 1 in show. Anyway, love you guys. And let's see. I have this piece of paper for what's coming up next. Ooh. And there's motion on this screen that they wheeled in a while ago. Yes. All right, so all the questions asked by fans, Eleanor 520 and James Lee, thanks so much. Thanks for that. Truly. You're so appreciated. And people that are fans that support me are obviously family to me. To go with what I was saying to Eleanor 520. So find your family, find your tribe, find your place in the world. Hopefully you fit in everywhere, really. But there's a place that is your kingdom, I'm sure, right? So, and maybe it's obvious, and you gotta find those places, that love nest, that castle, that island, that whatever metaphor you want to use that fits the locale that, where you got that love and support and shine, Find it, yeah. Whew, man. So, what can I say about this person next? It's your favorite rapper. It's Slim Man, and he's got a brand new track, and it's hitting us. And another musical guest is coming later, but Slim Man, your favorite rapper, friend of the show, mother effing great guy, has his new track, and it's dropping. Yeah, he's nodding right now.
I'm trying to eat like a buffet. I'm trying to eat like a buffet. I'm on the floor like a bouquet. Pray that my family okay. We got off the street that says no such thing. You on this track and I roll rage. Off the top of a steel cage, still won't break. Care my pockets hurting, they make my stomach ache. I'm trying to eat like a buffet. Cuban icicles just dropped in the ice tray. Just dropped 2 in my lemonade. Can't find a recipe, not even in a yellow page. Keep the food coming, boomerang. Said dessert for one, a quiet thing. If pigs could fly, you'll find out test pepper string. Frost on my pinky line ring. It's old till jeans, that no all things. Sit at the table, tuck my shirt with a napkin. I'm trying to eat like a buffet. I'm on the floor like a bouquet. Pray that my family okay. We get off the street that says no such thing.
This portion of that Kev1 show is brought to you by Coco Burry, the action and chic athletic wear for lounging, stretching, and going to the next level for yourself. I have the olive green pair of athletic shorts that I wear on the weekends lately, so I do my version of yoga. I'm not a yoga enthusiast, but I do my stretches and my karate and taekwondo stuff that I know, especially when watching Cobra Kai and the like. So come on, guys, buy your own pair and jump in today.
Hey now, still daylight, and I just filmed a scene. Well, time's passed. It's longer than the length of that song for the world, just so you know. And a shocking scene is all I can say for Grasshopper Films. In costume here. Let's see, what is up next? I actually have this tablet that I disconnected from that wheelie cart thing. And I'm on the lookout to go again, but here they're setting up. I actually have the thumbs up. They have their giant cans on, DJ style. Ooh yeah, my next guest, well, you'll be hearing her. or were at least, because she's a singer, she's a DJ, and all that jazz. See her touring very soon. Tour dates announced soon. She'll be DJing even sooner than that, apparently. And this is that version of that hit song that is kind of going viral. Pillow by Scene is going to play us into the climax of tonight's episode next. So, yeah. But I just want to say, everyone, love, life, and not just survival, but thrival. Yes, thrival, I'm saying. Man, everyone has stories everywhere you go, from crew to everyone. A lot of people are trying to be upbeat and stuff. I feel like everyone's just doing what they can because they're either having to become their true form or their most hardcore against the wall survival version of themselves. It's wild, depending on where you are. But everyone's feeling it, so what can I say advice-wise? Something sage. I'll say something original, too. Everyone's going through it, so put on your shades or be the sun. It's a quote for me today. Kel Michael Watson, May 10th. Put that on a shirt. Give me some cred. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week with a guest that I never like revealing it ahead of time, but let's just say it'll be transcendent. It's a clue. All right, so get your ears ready. We're going to go. As long as it's cut, heads right into it live. And no technical issues, which there won't be. So listen up, enjoy, feel the vibes. She's already kind of dancing and swaying in place, ready to go. Listen for Pillow by Scene. Good night. No mothers were harmed during the filming of this episode of That Kev One Show. Rep the brand that is behind-the-scenes film talk, positive vibes, and discovering what the human condition is all about as nonstop creativity guides us on and on and on with That Kev One Show merchandise. Now for sale at thatkev1show.etsy.com. That Kev One Show, spelled of course that, Kev number 1 N, show. Hey, you're a fan. You want to rep it. You know how to spell it. So get it today and glow with us. What's better than your favorite talk show? Well, maybe homemade delicious food, cold beer, or a drink of your choosing in a comfortable atmosphere. Well, look no further than the Boulevard Tap House for the world-famous fish and chips, seafood, all-around delicious menu with pizza, all kinds of food, wings, steak bites, anything you can imagine when you want to watch the big game or catch some live jazz if you pick the right night. Open 7 days a week. Go to boulevardtaphouse.com right now. I like to go to their Terwilliger Curve location. That's the home location for their not only their fish and chips, and they knew that they always used to give me Caesar chicken salad and wine. They kind of made jokes and made fun of me of that. My favorite food there now might just be the brand new MF'n. That's a margarita pizza named after me. Don't know if they do it because I'm Italian or what, but I had it, and it is delicious and, dare I say, nutritious. Anyway, friends, go on in, have a great time. When you're there, you truly are family. No cap. Enjoy the Boulevard Tap House today.
This portion of that Kev1 show is supported by Bohemian Dream Gifts, made with organic and natural oils that nourish and hydrate your skin. Man, I don't know if it's the weather outside or the gym that was killing my skin, because my right elbow on the, it itched like the Dickens, like I was becoming like the lizard from Marvel Comics. I think it's that machine where you put your elbow in and do the lifts, for the bicep. But I was itching my skin like crazy during, well, I won't say who because I don't want them associated with rough skin, with one of our guests here in the near future here. But my right elbow was getting ashy and getting red and irritated. Anyway, I used some of the promotional cookie dough body oil from Bohemian Dream Gifts that they gave us, and my skin, I'm not kidding, came back. I can vouch for that one. The cookie dough body oil. The cookie dough body oil brought my skin back to life like an MF'n song. I'm not kidding. My skin is smooth and happy again. 100%. You can buy cookie dough oil on Etsy at the Bohemian Dream Gifts shop. Check out their other stuff as well, but that's one that I swear by now. And as soon as my promotional one runs out, I'm going to order some myself. So go to Etsy and visit the Bohemian Dream Gifts shop today.